16,008. So we are struggling, and Bitcoin's not showing signs of huge movement to the upside, right? Breaking down Bitcoin for you, and people actually like it when I do this, so it's fun. So let's break down Bitcoin on the daily chart. First thing we're going to look at. I had levels to watch and everything. This is insanity. So here's our low, 11,868. There's another possible bounce area, 13,800, where we bounce right there at 16,664. Possible area. Possible little bounce area there. It's not amazing. So I'm breaking down anywhere we have a little bit of a niche. Niche, notch, whatever you want to call it. Hopscotch, niche, notch, and hopscotch. So look, these are our levels to look for Bitcoin. Now, we know our high at 25,000. It is what it is. We know our high at 25K. And we know our high here at 21,005, right? So rejection, and then we could even connect these rejection points and begin to make a falling wedge. And we can connect this and we can make this wedge. I was saying that we were already in it and we broke down. And this has a measured move to the downside with the length of the base of the triangle. Conservatively, it could take you just to this point at 12,000, but I mean, this could be on its dip. I mean, this is already, to me, already broke that trend. Someone nice would be like, well, maybe we're still in this, but then you lose that other touch. And I don't like losing the touch. So to me, almost something more like this, and you're breaking down of a descending triangle to the downside. You did break down already. And now you're trying to get yourself back above these levels here, which you can't. You got rejected by 16,952. So this is the big picture here. And you're on your way down to the measured move at about 12,000. 10-day chart looks absolutely horrible. We've gone over that. So bigger time frames, no good. All right, how do we get out of this zone? Well, we break back out of this insane pattern. And now you can see what a mad scientist I am, because most people just see this. I showed you that Adam and Eve and all the other nonsense and the ups and downs, and I called the short last night. It's just nuts. It's absolutely nuts how I see the market. But you will get there too. Over time, you'll have what's called life revision. So here, we get a bounce, and we get a resistance here. And this is what I'm looking at now. And I feel like we really did break out of the pattern. But, we could include it like so. And then the idea that we've been showing you the whole time is the rising wedge that broke to the downside. This is kind of how and then it came for the bearish retest and dumped to the downside, right? And remember, we had this idea. We were thinking, well, maybe we're in this pennant that could break out, but we fell out of it. And I said, we got to hold the point of control. If we don't, look to short the market. And we did. So far, we got a bit of a bounce, double bottom here off the smaller time frame. So we take a look. But again, the 15 minutes getting pretty high without getting much of a move to the upside. So you're looking at this falling wedge. Can it break back down? You saw that little bit of bullish divergence, and you're asking yourself, like, what are we going to do here? Are we at the bottom? And then you could even make this smaller trend line, possibly, I guess, include that and say, well, are we forming a tighter channel here? That could possibly break to the upside. Then you look at the real small time frames and you look for like bear flags, bull flags, or some type of continuation pattern. And like even this 1 minute chart is showing signs that it can't get back above resistance at 16,555. So now you look and you're like, well, if you can't get above 16,005, expect more downside. And you desperately need to get back above this area here and 16,008. So we are struggling, and Bitcoin's not showing signs of huge movement to the upside, right? The only thing I do see is the possible bullish divergence of the 7 minute right here, because this is swinging up and this is swinging down, and I have seen 7 minute divergence play a substantial move in a bigger come up like this one here. There's some substantial 7 minute divergence there that would play out to the upside. So we got a bit of bullish divergence. Can this play out? So you're watching this falling wedge. Really, you got to watch it's like you can't take one step till you walk a mile. So you're watching this falling wedge to see if it can get above the point of control. If it can't, just or above this line, and it's likely to head even lower to the next zones that we have kind of blocked out for us. What levels are we looking at now out of the falling wedge? Well, like I said, it usually comes all the way back down to the bottom. So you're either going to, this level here, to contend with, got to get back above it, 16,005. Then you have a bounce of 16,003. If you miss that, you're going down to that 16,001. And if you lose that one little budget here at 15,000, about 900 area, all right, which is the beginning of the rising wedge. That is Bitcoin in a nutshell.